great result for young guns from Canada.
K1 women 200-meter final. All eyes have to be on Lisa Carrington in lane number 6, but Hannah Brown's made the final. Yuzu's made the final. You can see Linnea Stencils, who's gained a game in the K4s, also made the final. Michelle Russell is a great talent. So a lot of interest here, mainly for second place. Shouldn't perhaps say that, but I'm going to.
It's worth saying. I think at this point, Lisa seems to be fairly unbeatable, which is incredible. She's got a target on her back, though. These girls really want to show that they're at her caliber. But also worth pointing out, as you did, that there's 2 or 3 girls in this race who were in the K4 just 30 minutes ago, less than 30 minutes ago, and that's Sabrina Herring. No, it was Sabina, wasn't it? Sorry, my apologies. It's not the same Sabina. But Linnea Stencils from Sweden certainly was stroking the K4 200 a few minutes ago.
And Klinova from Kazakhstan, she's also had some good results so far this season.
I apologize, that was K4 500 a couple of minutes ago, not K4 200. K4 200 this afternoon. Good shot of Hannah Brown.
Tell me something about it.
Yeah, Hannah last year had a stress fracture, so she struggled a bit. So this year she's had a really good winter's training and definitely looking on form, and had a good run in Portugal. And I think she's feeling a lot better, so it's good for her to be in the A final now and trying to get close to the medals.
Linnea Stencils, she looked good. She was quite close to Lisa Carrington in the first round, so it's really interesting to see her. Yuzu won the silver medal, I believe, in the Asian Games in the 200, won the gold medal in the 500, so she's looking good. And Lisa Carrington, you can talk for years about her at the moment.
Yeah, she's pretty much won everything there is to win lately, and really impressive paddling. Seems to have her eyes focused squarely on the prize. Michelle Russell, really great competitor, also quite young from Canada. Saw some good racing from her at the U23 World Championships, and over the course of this World Cup circuit, she's been very strong. And again, this is her 4th race in 5 weeks, so good on Michelle for finishing strong here.
And Sabrina Herring, part of the German 6 or 7 athletes that are mixing around in different boats. Yvonne Schering is evergreen. She keeps getting year after year after year, and is putting good efforts forward in the K1 500, and also holding
world
her weight.
champion in K2 500 from 2011, worth pointing out.
That was your golden year, one of them, wasn't it?
One of mine, oh, thanks, Matt. Really impressive start there from Lisa. Seemed to just get an edge from the very first second. Glad that we didn't have a false start on that race, with Hannah Brown really, really strong, as well as Ina Klinova from Kazakhstan. Seems to be those 3 leading through the first set of cans. Stroke rate's already up from Lisa. Sometimes we see her wait until the second 100, but she seems to be going out strong right now.
She's already turned the motor on, hasn't she?
I think she's already ahead at 100. She'll be way ahead by the time she gets to the finish.
Let's almost ignore Lisa. The fight for second place is going to be very close, though. Top of your picture, it's Klinova in the green and white, yellow boat.
Yvonne Schering from Austria down below at lane 9, not to be ignored.
It looks like Schering's going to take. Lisa Carrington crosses the line first by country mile. Second is Yvonne Schering.
Looks like third to Ina Klinova, and fourth Linnea Stencils from Sweden.
So yesterday we were talking to her after her 500 victory. She said she'd learned an awful lot about racing and how she manages the 2 events over the last 3 weeks. Clearly last weekend she didn't compete in the K1 200, but she is a phenomenon, and head and shoulders better than the rest of the moment.
I think she might actually be class of the sport, not just class of the field right now. It's probably worth pointing out, with a victory like that, repeated victories like that, that Lisa Carrington is probably the best athlete in our sport right now. And that's not to say that we don't have lots of them, but she just seems so dominant.
But we all say, she's not here at the moment, but Laurence Vincent-Lepoint also seems to do the same thing in C1 Women's 200.
Yeah, of course.
Perhaps it's a shame they didn't have the same media exposure.
Yeah, the same media exposure, but also the same history and the same, I'll be honest, the caliber of the 2 disciplines are difficult to compare, but absolutely her dominance is clear.
Lisa Carrington takes the gold, Yvonne Schering takes the silver, and Klinova takes the bronze medal.
In 5th place, young Michelle Russell, my teammate, got to point out, really, really strong race from both Linnea and Michelle, who represent the sort of the next generation of women's
and with Sarah Guyot from France as well, there's some strong athletes who are going to be pushing in the next